And welcome to Old Trafford, a stadium buzzing with expectancy as Manchester United seek to get 1989 off on the right footing with, they hope, a winning performance against Liverpool, still the biggest test of all. However, United arrive in good heart, fresh from a home win and an impressive performance against Nottingham Forest. The side's the same one, no shortage of youngsters, but then of course that's a United tradition. Lee Martin at right back is 20, Lee Sharp at left back only 17. But the youngster now beginning to catch the eye at number 5 is 20-year-old Russell Beardsmore, now operating in the centre of midfield alongside Brian Robson. Up front, United again looking for goals from Mark Hughes, 9 in the last 13, but he's never scored a league goal against Liverpool. Paul McGrath, after a long knee injury, is one of United's subs. The bad news for Liverpool is that Ian Rush has still not recovered from a groin injury. Top scorer John Aldridge gets that striker spot. David Burrows is their recent defensive signing from West Brom. Peter Beardsley, once allowed to go on a free transfer from Old Trafford. Jan Molby, one of the Liverpool subs. And the referee today, Ray Lewis of Great Bookham in Surrey. It's his first day as a referee on the FIFA international list. A great crowd looking forward to an afternoon that could be of some significance for United as Ray Lewis now prepares to get this First Division game underway. Liverpool in that silver-blue strip of theirs, a change strip, attacking the goal to our left. Here's Robson for Manchester United, who've lost only one at home this season, remember, that against Norwich City. Strachan operating away on the right-hand side. Liverpool, having lost only one of the last 9, come brimful of confidence. That defeat, of course, that extraordinary night in the Littlewoods Cup at West Ham. Now they're on the move with Beardsley. Stopped that time by Donachie. Picked up now by Burrows. Houghton on the far side. McMahon, who could have a lot of work and a big influence in the midfield for Liverpool this afternoon. Houghton again. Now Beardsley. His incentive is enormous to do well at Old Trafford, where he was allowed to go on that free transfer, but in goes Robson, dispossessing Houghton, and a throw to Liverpool. You suspect that goals will be at a premium here at Old Trafford this afternoon. United have conceded only 6 goals at home in 12 games. Liverpool have conceded only 6 league goals away in 8 games. Here's young Steve Staunton getting the ball back to Hooper. Now with a run of some 22 games in the Liverpool goal since he took over from Bruce Grobbelaar, now happily recovered from meningitis. Strachan finding life difficult there, but getting a free kick. The foul was by McMahon. Free kick to United. Alec Ferguson saying earlier in the week that this match and a good performance could in fact be the turning point of the whole season for Manchester United and really set them going for 1989. He still believes a big championship challenge could be on for the men in red. Whelan getting that one away for Liverpool. There's Beardsmore. Robson. How much Beardsmore is going to learn alongside the likes of Brian Robson in the midfield. Ablett putting it away into touch for United's throw. To be taken by the 17-year-old Lee Sharp. Here's McClare. Whelan, the Liverpool captain. Free kick to Liverpool. Taken from quite the wrong place there by Steve McMahon. I think it's going to be a United kick. That was a bit of New Year optimism by the Liverpool midfield player. Donachie then with the kick. Finding Lee Martin. Forward towards Hughes. Very closely watched by Nicol, who disputes the award of that free kick. But a moment here now for Manchester United. Strachan's behind it, McClare, number 9's behind it. And the crowd are behind United as well. Robson close at hand, wanting the ball back 10 yards, as does the referee. Strachan shot, too high. It's not the best of places for Liverpool. They've won here only once in the 1980s. You have to go back to 1981-82 when a Craig Johnston goal saw them home. So the omens in those terms are not bad for Manchester United. Bruce holding off Aldridge, getting it back to Jim Leighton. Although the sides have of course met earlier this season at Anfield, Liverpool winning by a disputed Jan Molby penalty, 1-0. Here at Old Trafford, 0-0. A free kick for Liverpool to be taken by Ronnie Whelan. Staunton. Barnes. Good challenge there by Beardsmore, finding Hughes. Staunton with Liverpool's throw. Strachan beaten in the air. Barnes get into the very competitive McMahon. That could be quite a battle, McMahon against Robson in that midfield area. Ablett. Barnes. Planted forward again, but too far for Staunton, who'd made the run. A goal kick for Manchester United. Match finished in a 1-1 draw here last season with an incredible, an exciting 3-3 draw at Anfield. Jim Leighton with 3 clean sheets in the last 5 games. Testimony to the improved defensive record of Manchester United. But Nicol getting it back there to Mike Hooper. Donaghy caught a little off balance. Beardsley getting support from Houghton, but the ball out of play. United thought it was their throw. Linesman and referee say the throw goes to Liverpool. Taken by Burrows, the number 6. And a shot too high from Whelan. Ronnie Whelan hasn't scored this season yet for Liverpool, and indeed scored only 1 last season. I noticed earlier this week the bookmakers, in getting their book ready as to who would score the first goal, Whelan was a 25-1 bet, which I would have thought wasn't a bad little bet to have. He scored useful goals in his time. Hughes, needless to say, at something like 7-1 was the favourite, along with Rush and Aldridge. Corner then for United. Lee Martin, number 2, making his way into the 6-yard area. Played short by Strachan for Beardsmore. Crossed by him. The header came off Brian Robson behind for the Liverpool goal kick. Great incentive really for both sides here this afternoon. United knowing that if they win, they go up to 6th in the First Division, just 1 point behind Liverpool. Similarly, if Liverpool win, they go up to 3rd place behind Arsenal and Norwich, and the Merseyside challenge will be on again. Well, here's Barnes for them. A nice little ball played there to Beardsley. Now Staunton. Whelan, a poor one, easily cut out by Strachan, playing it forward quickly for Hughes. And now bringing Ralph Milne in for the first time in the play. But Liverpool close the door again on him. And reach Aldridge. Houghton. Barnes. And eventually back to Hooper. Still no score. Bruce. Back for Jim Leighton. He's had a dodgy spell earlier this season in goal, but he's really back to his best form now. Whelan and McMahon getting in each other's way a little bit, but no harm done. But a throw to Manchester United being taken by Lee Martin. Well, attempted to be taken by him, and that constitutes a foul throw. It now goes to Liverpool. Steve Staunton, the 19-year-old Republic of Ireland international, with it. Now Strachan. It's a goal kick. United pitch in excellent condition, a bright, crisp afternoon, good conditions both for playing and indeed for watching. Beardsmore, really in the thick of it, by no means overawed by this occasion. Here he is again. Here's Barnes. That lazy left foot of his, trying to carve out an opening there for Houghton, but so the 17-year-old Lee Sharp bringing it away for United. Milne forced to get it back to Jim Leighton. McMahon. Robson. A lot of sparring in these early minutes still. And a free kick to Manchester United. Both defences naturally with great respect for the opposing forward lines, and it's a little bit cautious at the moment. Milne now getting past Houghton, knocking in a good cross. It was Staunton who got it away, not very far. Strachan shot charged down. Ablett there at the back for Liverpool, and United get a throw. Little Strachan with it. Martin onto the left foot, trying to reach Hughes with it. Dangerous in this sort of circumstance, but it's McMahon getting into trouble, and a brilliant save by Hooper. Really all of Liverpool's making, and McClare getting in a shot, helped there by Robson, and an astounding piece of goalkeeping, saving the day for Liverpool. Good reflexes there by Mike Hooper. And United so close to that early goal that would have meant so much to them. But they've got a free kick. And a very uncharacteristic muddle in that Liverpool defence that led to that opening. The tenacity of Brian Robson and the finishing chance from McClare. Goal kick. Well, that really would have got the afternoon going. And chances are thin on the ground when you're facing Liverpool, and you still suspect maybe that United should have made more of that one. Free kick again for Manchester United, quickly taken by Mal Donaghy. A foul that time by Hughes, and a free kick to Liverpool. Some quarter of an hour gone, 0-0. Steve McMahon for Liverpool. Staunton, stopped by Strachan. Here's Beardsmore taking it up again. Can Ablett in quickly. Certainly territorially, United having slightly the better of things at the moment, as Strachan now looks to carve an opening towards McClare, but Nicol as comfortable as ever on the ball in that sort of area, getting it back to Mike Hooper. McMahon, stopped by Martin. Martin getting it again. Playing for a handball against Whelan, not given. Ablett. Now David Burrows back to Hooper. Sharp's header, won by Houghton for Liverpool. They're really battling well, United, but now need to defend as Houghton takes it down that right flank. Some good defending by Lee Sharp. Certainly with the injuries that United have had, the bonus out of that has been the form shown in the first team of the likes of Martin and Sharp and now Beardsmore. This time it's given United's way. Robson. Donaghy helping it on towards Hughes, who's proving a real handful there for Steve Nicol. Already Hughes working tremendously hard up and down the field, but also across the front line as well, keeping that Liverpool defence at full stretch. They're going to leave this for Staunton. Pushing a few forward from the midfield like Ronnie Whelan. Almost lazily there through, nodded on by Barnes. Milne beaten in the air by Whelan. That typically busy stride of Ray Houghton on the far side. Burrows playing it in for McMahon, trying to quicken it up again, but well spotted again by United. And Hughes getting the better of Nicol, finding Beardsmore. There's Milne on the far side. This is a better looking move for United. Robson, unlike him to be caught out like that, but United get it back again. Donaghy, and a throw. But a great deal of fluency in the way United came forward then. Surprising that Brian Robson should have been caught out in such a way by Peter Beardsley. Throw for United with Lee Martin. Strachan. Martin. Dinking it towards Hughes again. Try to chest it down for Robson, but here come Liverpool again with McMahon. Houghton's off on a run. Beardsley's up ahead of him. And away on this left flank was Barnes, but it won't reach him. Bruce finding Robson, and now Beardsmore. The long ball by him now, but it was a little too far for Strachan. Ablett. And this time it's Bruce who's backpedaling, safely back to Jim Leighton. A free kick to Liverpool, the foul by, I think it was Mark Hughes. Good competitive argument, this one, but a battle that hasn't really taken off yet. Although with these two great sides, you always sense that something might be just around the corner. Well, at the moment it's with Strachan. They claim handball, but the referee didn't want to know against Staunton there. And apart from that one save, an excellent save that Hooper made from McClare, neither goalkeeper really has been troubled yet. Burrows there first for Liverpool. Here he is again. Strachan for United. Again, Hughes working so hard there, shielding the ball well and finding Beardsmore with it, and now it's with Lee Martin. Good play there by McClare, just nicking in, but yes, Sharp keeping it in play, does well to beat Houghton. Oh, and it comes to Beardsmore. Little touch by him, and Hughes couldn't quite collect. Beardsley running into touch, but it came off Robson, so it'll be a Liverpool throw. United's free kick, Mal Donaghy with it. Hughes, again controlling it well. Not on that occasion though, Whelan was able to get in. It wasn't a very good ball served up to Hughes that second time. At the moment, not quite the spectacular we'd hoped for, but one thing that is absolutely clear, that United are working feverishly in this game to try and get a result that would mean so much at the start of 1989 for them. And nobody really working harder than Hughes, and behind him Brian Robson. Here's Hughes again. United's throw. Lee Martin with it. Beardsmore. Martin. Little touch on there by McClare. Hughes again looking to get on the turn, and Liverpool denying in that chance. Beardsmore playing it wide again. See if they can open up the way here now. Beardsmore again taking it from Martin. And Barnes holding him up for Liverpool. And Liverpool as yet quite unable to impose their pattern of play on the game, which again is a testimony to how well United are operating. Staunton with the throw for Liverpool. Donachie getting it back to Jim Leighton. Leclerc. And now Milne. A goal kick to Liverpool. Donachie. Now Houghton. Beardsley. This could be promising for Liverpool. No. Their final ball so far hasn't been up to much. Ablett looked to be pushing down on the United player there, but the referee allowed it to go. Barnes in quickly, but the whistle had gone for a free kick to Manchester United. And Steve Bruce celebrated his 28th birthday yesterday. Hughes again proving a handful. Strachan crossing it, but too deep. Unless Milne can do something here. Houghton gets in there and away he goes. Ray Houghton then for Liverpool. But again, there's an example of how much United are battling in this game. Leclerc now trying to get Robson through. Look to be held back, yes indeed, by Ronnie Whelan. And spotted quickly there by referee Ray Lewis. And taking instant action against the Liverpool captain. It was just a little tug on Brian Robson as Robson appeared to go through. And the referee certainly is not going to allow that. Yellow card for Ronnie Whelan. Lee Sharp with the free kick for Manchester United. Floating it towards Robson. And easily gathered by Hooper. Milne playing it on now for Leclerc. Nichols right with him. And again, Leclerc has won that little battle. But the little flick meant for Milne only finds Burrows. And here's Bruce. Incidentally shares his birthday with the United manager Alex Ferguson. Robson. Beardsmore again in there. Leclerc using his power, but again the Liverpool defence close in on him and they get it back safely to goalkeeper Mike Hooper. Coming towards the half-hour mark and still it's Manchester United 0, Liverpool 0. Barnes for Liverpool. Whelan. Staunton. Barnes again, back to Staunton. Did it stay in play? It did. But not now, a goal kick. It's amazing how often on these live TV occasions where the first half so often is not up to very much, but the second half often springs to life in the most exciting fashion. Well, we must hope that that's the case here at Old Trafford today. It was certainly the case on the opening live game of the season when United played against Everton at Goodison Park. That one finished in a 1-1 draw after a really brilliant second half performance by United. Still 0-0. And a throw then for United by young Lee Martin. Donachie to Sharp. Houghton doing some good tracking there for Liverpool. Nice play there by United. Now Beardsley. Houghton operating still on that right flank, but not getting a lot of scope from Lee Sharp at the moment. Beardsley now. Hit it straight at Robson. McMahon hooking it away. And a throw to Liverpool. Nicol. Aldridge. Not really seen very much of him so far. Strachan. Beardsmore. Really not afraid to take them on, but just delayed that pass towards Lee Martin a little too long. And here come Liverpool with Barnes. The cross in, Aldridge lets it run. It comes again to Houghton there. And a goal kick. Jim Leighton, the 30-year-old former Aberdeen goalkeeper. To take the kick now for Manchester United. McMahon. McClare trying to nod that on for Hughes going forward. Robson, all a bit muddled in there at the moment. Let's see if United can bring some order now. Martin being chased by Barnes, came off Barnes, United's throw. Strachan, who is really struggling. Strachan, you may have seen just a moment ago Jim McGregor, the physiotherapist, come on just to inquire as to whether Strachan was okay to go on. But he's obviously taken a little knock somewhere along the way. Beardsmore. We just saw a shot of Strachan there. He's clearly in a lot of trouble. Barnes, though, moving very freely. But then allowed too much of it to be shown to Martin. And it's a throw, but before that can be taken, yes, hobbling out of the picture is Gordon Strachan. And on comes Mark Robins, just 19 years old, a striker for Manchester United. Having a prolific season in the reserve. Sad sight that, though, to see Strachan going off. It looks as though it may be a calf muscle injury. And Alec Ferguson there just sorting out the troops. And a great chance for young Mark Robins coming on as a sub. Staunton's cross cleared quite easily. Robins, who scored something like 30 goals in reserve and A-team games for Manchester United this season. Leighton then with the goal kick for Manchester United. Come to the last 10 minutes of the first half. Beardsley given so little room and even less time. Whelan. Beardsley's little touch for Barnes. A flick by him for Staunton. Barnes again. McMahon. Burrows. Donachie standing firm to get the header away. Nicol playing it in again. It comes to Beardsley. And a good interception there by Martin. So Liverpool's throw. Barnes. Cleared by Bruce. Here's Hughes. And he and Robbins not on the same wavelength there. Robson touching it through. Now Robbins gets the ball for McClare. And Robbins again! A chance for United, and he hadn't quite got the finishing touch. But a movement that was full of promise there for Manchester United. Opened up in the first place by McClare. And little Mark Robbins didn't quite have maybe the determination and the experience to shake off that Liverpool defence and get a worthwhile shot in. Beardsmore. McClare again. This time Nichols there for Liverpool. Foul by Bruce on Peter Beardsley, and a free kick to Liverpool. A couple of lads from the northeast, Beardsley and Bruce. I suspect, in fact, they both came from the famous Wallsend Boys Club, which over the years has produced so many good players. They might even have been there at the same time. Beardsley, who is, 27, and Bruce now 28. But he's okay again, Beardsley. It'll be Staunton who takes the free kick for Liverpool. Beardsley now looking to turn the United defence. Robson was after him. Houghton on the far side. Beardsley down again, put there by the United skipper. It's a real tough old battle for Peter Beardsley. Staunton looking to get a right foot shot in there. Charged down again by Manchester United. Misunderstanding there involving Steve Nicol, and for a moment it looked as though Hughes might get an opportunity, but Ablett was covering well. Great atmosphere here, and a feeling of great excitement in the background as United get a throw as we approach half-time, and more treatment for Peter Beardsley. So United's throw. Brian Robson. Played again for Lee Sharp. Robson again. Now McClare, dinked forward by him towards Robbins. United in a bit of trouble here, and it was Hughes with one of those characteristic volleys of his. That time falling straight into the arms of Mike Hooper. You'd fancy a yard either side of him, and Hooper probably wouldn't have got to it. But so typical of Hughes. But still 0-0. Sharp shaking off Houghton. Getting the ball forward again for United. Ablett getting it back for Liverpool. 5 minutes of the first half left. Still 0-0. Looked to be a foul by Nicol, not given. Touched on by Whelan, flicked on by Aldridge. And Bruce making it safe by getting it back to Jim Leighton. Certainly United at this point have looked the more impressive of the two sides without really, apart from the odd little flutter, ever looking likely to open the scoring. But territorially, the first half really has been theirs. A free kick to Manchester United. Steve Bruce with it. Flicked on by Hughes. And McClare was looking for something right at the end there in the 6-yard box after a nice little piece of work by Mark Robbins. Donachie. There's Burrows. Robson. Really been in the thick of the battle again. In fact, both the captains, Robson and Whelan, have been setting by example, although Whelan, of course, has also had a yellow card for his pains. Burrows with the kick. Beardsmore can't keep it in play, and it'll be a throw to Liverpool. To be taken by Steve Staunton. Barnes, good acrobatic play by him and by Jim Leighton too. And it needed to be because Aldridge was close at hand. Up goes Whelan, beaten though by McClare. Martin. McMahon looked for a moment to be running into trouble, and again United almost in a position to exploit some muddled thinking in that Liverpool defence. Now Bruce, losing out to Houghton, played in by him to Beardsley. Can this be danger? It could well be, no, well saved though. I think it was McClare right back there of all people, who've been setting up some good moves up front for Manchester United, and now their saviour back in their 6-yard area. Houghton with the kick. Safe catch made by Jim Leighton as we come to the last minute now of the first half. Sharp to Robbins. McMahon was there for Liverpool. Milne finding Donachie. United won't be too displeased with their first half performance. They've contained Liverpool very well, and indeed both sides, I would think, would go in at half-time feeling they've made a platform for the second half. But wait a minute, no, Robbins could make no progress. And the match really is still wide open as Barnes now takes it up for Liverpool. Well, it seemed to me that Aldridge had made such a good run on the right-hand side that if Barnes had spotted him, the little chip to the right might have been more productive. As it is, United now facing this corner to be taken by Ray Houghton for Liverpool. Short to Barnes. Houghton to Staunton. McMahon now spreading it wide to the far side. Whelan's out there. Beardsley, Whelan. But again, United break it up with Ralph Milne. Didn't really play that firmly enough to get it through to Hughes, but look at the work of Robson. And suddenly McClare now down the right for Manchester United, played inside. And Ablett there for Liverpool. Coming right to half-time, and a promising looking break there by Manchester United. Inspired in the first place by the tenacity of Robson in defence. And McClare taking the challenge up well. Here's United's corner. Bruce up there on the far side. And there's the half-time whistle. And United will not be displeased. 0-0 it is. But the better chances, such as they've been, have fallen to Manchester United. One great save by Hooper from McClare. But at half-time then at Old Trafford, Manchester United 0, Liverpool 0. So United then preparing to get the second half underway. Mark Robbins, the substitute, on for the injured Gordon Strachan. United then attacking the goal to our left. With Staunton to take the throw for Liverpool. Barnes gets up. Aldridge. Fairly muted performance there by Aldridge so far this afternoon. In goes Robson very quickly. Milne trying to play it forward. Succeeds at the second attempt. Nicol cutting it out though for Liverpool. Beardsley. And Lee Martin getting it away, left foot to Hughes for Manchester United. Shoves into McMahon, and yet the free kick is given United's way, and Brian Robson waiting to take it. Feel the game just needs a spark really to get it going now. McClare playing it forward to Hughes. Beardsmore now down that right flank with Strachan off the field, gets it to McClare. A terrific shot there, superbly saved by Mike Hooper. In fact, you really had to look twice at that to feel that it wasn't Mark Hughes. So good was the volley. And indeed the cross from Russell Beardsmore as well. An excellent cross, a superb volley, and a fine piece of goalkeeping. Here's the corner. Robson didn't reach it. And maybe that's just the spark we wanted really to get this game going. Beardsmore again. There's his cross. Robson notching it down. Hughes for once failing on the volley. But certainly a stirring opening to the second half for Manchester United. And twice from crosses there by Russell Beardsmore. Given away there by Liverpool, but they've got it clear. Saw Beardsmore early on this season playing against West Ham, and he crossed the ball for a crucial second goal in that game, which Mark Hughes scored. And in the Mercantile Credit final at Villa Park, it was his cross that was hit home with a diving header by Clayton Blackmore. And indeed in the league match against Arsenal at Highbury, again it was a Beardsmore cross that led to Mark Hughes scoring United's only goal. But now Liverpool defending, coming forward, United defending, and Robson getting in the nick of time at the expense of a corner. Houghton with it, curled in towards that near post, a little flick on by Barnes. It was Bruce who got it away. Sharp, flattered to the ground by Burrows. He might be in trouble, and the young Liverpool defender will be the second Liverpool player to go into the book. Ronnie Whelan's already there for the yellow card. That was for tugging at Brian Robson, and now Burrows joins him for that assault on 17-year-old Lee Sharp. It's Sharp though with the free kick. Nichols header away, Robson playing it forward. Ablett now for the first time coming forward for Liverpool. Barnes couldn't collect, there were three red shirts around him. A free kick to Liverpool. Either Ablett or Nicholl will take it. Looks as though Steve Nicholl's favourite to plant it forward into that United penalty area, or just wide of it to Barnes. Staunton to Ablett. And gets it back to Hooper. Beardsmore. Robson. Beardsmore again. Played wide for McClare. Milne trying to get Sharp in. Nichols there quickly for Liverpool. A little push maybe there by Donachie on Aldridge. The free kick given to Liverpool. Staunton. Whelan. Beardsley. Out to Barnes as Liverpool come forward again. Taking on Martin, looking to get to the byline, but Martin stuck with him well. Liverpool's firepower of late has been blunted. Only once in their last 10 games have they managed more than a single goal. And that's so unlike them, and they're being well and at the moment fairly comfortably held by this Manchester United defence at Old Trafford today. Donachie ducking in to get that one away to Brian McClare. Beardsmore's wide of him, a great surging run there by McClare. Taken up by Hughes now for Manchester United. Robbins just inside him, it falls to Robbins. Hughes with the shot, just wide of the Liverpool goal. Terrific run out of defence there by Manchester United, led in the first place by McClare, supported superbly by Mark Hughes, but again in the end coming to nothing. 0-0 it remains. Hooper with the goal kick for Liverpool. Looked like a shove by Donachie. Good jump by Whelan. Cleared by Robson. Hughes again shielding the ball, but Ablett taking it away now for Liverpool. Good challenge by Bruce. Robson once more in the thick of it. And an infringement there in slightly mystifying circumstances. The free kick given to Liverpool. And it's with Steve Staunton. Barnes. Staunton again with that left foot cross. And now Milne for Manchester United. Burrows cutting it out. Swift challenge by Sharp. Whelan. And Bruce with the clearance. But United continue to have more of the game. Whelan. Houghton. And Milne in quite comfortably there to get the ball back to Leighton. Nichols' header only reaches McClare. He's really enjoying himself now. Bringing in Lee Martin with Beardsmore away on the right hand side. Just kept in play. He's got past the defender but not past Ablett. Good work by Beardsmore against Staunton. Now Martin's turn, but he's confronted by Ronnie Whelan. Beardsmore. And now McMahon. A bit of respite for Liverpool as Barnes takes it up, but not very far. Bruce keeping the ball in play. No, just out. Throw to United, to Liverpool rather. And the score remains Manchester United 0, Liverpool 0. Crowd here today, 44,745. Manchester United's second largest gate of the season. The shot by Houghton, well taken by Leighton. Proof indeed that Leighton is back to good form. Barnes. Beardsley. Barnes again. This time a foul. And a free kick to Manchester United. Not sure whether Barnes may have been offside. The crowd certainly unhappy with him throwing the ball away, unhappy with the decision. And Steve Bruce will take the free kick. Up goes Hughes, wins it in the air. McMahon, though, will collect for Liverpool. Aldridge. McMahon. Switching the attack to Staunton on the far side. Barnes just flipping in. Up goes Beardsley. Robson now. McClare. Good play again by McClare. And Nicholl tidying up, and McClare really enjoying that role of his just behind the main strikers, Hughes and Robbins. Houghton. And a fairly aimless, wasted ball there by Ray Houghton. Bruce takes it up again for Manchester United. The long ball there towards Mark Hughes. Staunton. Ablett, Nickel, Barnes for Liverpool, faced by Martin, supported there by Beardsmore, and the two United youngsters get it away again. Up goes Barnes, Beardsley, Whelan, Staunton, trying to get it forward to Houghton, pursued though by Maldoneki. Robson, now it's Beardsley, played in for Barnes. Milne for Manchester United. Gets it forward, well taken by McClare. Trying to get Robbins in. Liverpool's throw. Ablett. Beardsley versus Bruce, and Beardsley gets the better of this one. This could be a problem for United, but Aldridge couldn't make it at the end. Some very good defending there by Donachie and by Leighton, after Beardsley had really opened up the way for Liverpool. And Aldridge, the angle was always difficult for him there, mind you, but the defending by Donachie was excellent. And it needed to be at the expense of a corner now for Liverpool. Liverpool fans behind that United goal, sensing that this might be the moment, but it's not. Beardsley so close to being the provider for the crucial opening moment there, but as a goal scorer himself, at the moment he's found wanting, Peter Beardsley. He's not scored in the last 10 games. Leighton certainly in the thick of it in that incident, as you would expect. Now with this kick for Manchester United. Up goes Barnes. Here's Aldridge, but Bruce wasn't far behind. Seen so little of Aldridge this afternoon, that speaks volumes for the work of Donachie and Bruce. Beardsmore, McClare, Hughes, couldn't dance clear of Whelan, and Barnes now takes it up again for Liverpool. Whelan away on the left flank, then tries to get Beardsley in. Bruce pursuing him, and it's another corner for Liverpool. Overall, United continue to have more of the game, but Liverpool now beginning to put in one or two of these bursts. Houghton with this corner for them. And again, good defending required, and that's what it got from United at that near post. David Burrows with Liverpool's throw. Donachie able to shrug off Aldridge. McMahon playing it in. Oh, was it a penalty? No, the referee had a good look at it and turned away, to the anguish of Aldridge and of Liverpool. That really must have been touch and go. A hairline decision there by referee Ray Lewis. And Liverpool might well feel a little aggrieved that Aldridge didn't get a penalty there. But not given, and it remains 0-0. Beardsley. Beginning to look a little more dangerous now, Liverpool. And you sense that United may have their hands full from now until the final whistle. Hughes. McMahon. Burrows gets it back. Hooper, who's done remarkably well since he came in at the start of the season for Bruce Grobbelaar. And although Bruce is now fully fit again, he just can't win his place back. But Liverpool now looking for the action at the other end of the field. But here come United again with McClare. Beardsmore away on the right-hand side. Up front is Hughes. And it's back with Hooper. Nicol. Ablett. Beardsley off in chase again. And a goal kick. Well watched there by Steve Bruce. The game really up for grabs still. Remember, if they win it, Manchester United go up to 6th place in the First Division. Liverpool, if they win it, go up to 3rd. But at the moment, nobody's winning it. Leighton with the kick. Hughes to Martin. Robson. Beardsmore. And Ablett away. Wasn't the best of passes there by Russell Beardsmore, to be honest. But every time he gets the ball, you can't fail to notice just how comfortable he is with it at his feet. In no way seems to be embarrassed by it, whatever the occasion. And they don't come much bigger than this in the First Division. Hughes. Oh, he's hit the post! Robbins! And a brilliant save there by Hooper. And United desperately close to getting that vital opening goal. After Hughes, who hadn't hit it firmly, to be fair, smacked the post. And Robbins, following in, found his excellent shot superbly saved by Hooper. So Liverpool breathe again. United get fresh hope and the score remains at 0-0. Here's Beardsley now for Liverpool. What a great moment that was, though. Beardsley stopped by Beardsmore. Little dink in, headed away by Robson. There's McMahon. And now Aldridge looking up to see what might be available. A real up and under there, putting Leighton under pressure. But he was fouled, the whistle had gone. And it's a free kick to Manchester United. And the side of Paul McGrath coming on. Out of the side for some 3 months with a knee injury. Lee Martin's the one who comes off. And arguably one of the best centre-backs in the whole of the Football League, Paul McGrath. A welcome sight, greeted by United fans. And that might mean just a little bit of a reshuffle. Because McGrath, I fancy, will play centre defence, and it's the right back Martin who's come off. Robson. And again, Liverpool not quite sure how, but they get it away eventually to Barnes. Donachie looks at the moment, though it's Donachie who's playing in that right back position with Bruce and Paul McGrath. Here he is, number 12, as the centre-backs. McMahon trying to get it through to Beardsley. McGrath is there, running it into touch. It'll be a Liverpool throw. McGrath, who played for the A team yesterday against Liverpool. Liverpool won that one 2-1 incidentally, and pronounced himself fit. He's only been back in serious training for about a week as McGrath, but he's one of those natural athletes that doesn't need an awful lot to get him back to supreme match fitness. Stumble there by Houghton at the crucial moment. Gets United off the hook. A free kick given, but which way? To Liverpool for the foul on McMahon. And David Burrows will take it. Unless, of course, Steve McNichol decides to. Still 0-0. Nicol playing it short to McMahon, studiously playing it now to Burrows, onto the left foot, charged down by Robson. The most frenzied excitement certainly has been in the Liverpool goal mouth, but it's Liverpool at the moment who are now pushing forward with the score 0-0. McGrath getting it away. A foul on him and a free kick quickly taken to McClare, and now Robson to Martin, to Sharp rather. Sharp again. McGrath. Cut out quite easily there, not the best of passes by Paul McGrath. Here's Liverpool in possession. McMahon getting it through to Beardsley. Barnes making good strides down that left flank. It comes to John Barnes now for Liverpool, and it's a goal for Liverpool. Well, Beardsley at the moment may not be able to score them, but a supreme provider there for that ace marksman John Barnes. The final pass was a beauty, and the finishing could not have been more clinical. And Liverpool, with 70 minutes gone, are in the lead. A blow for United, who've had more of the game. And just how will they respond to that? So often in the past we've seen how Liverpool, late-ish in the game, get a lead and stifle the life out of their opponents. And no doubt they'll seek to do that again. They're so hard to beat at the best of times, but when they're up near the end, then it's really difficult. Let's see how United respond. Here's Hughes. Beardsmore away on the far side. Donachie taking it up. Now Russell Beardsmore. Looking to get his cross in. Towards McClare! A marvellous volley! And it's 1-1. A fantastic goal there by Brian McClare. And what a response then from Manchester United. 2 goals in 2 minutes has really got this game going now. Well, we'd seen earlier in the game his volleying potential, and I said then that it was so reminiscent of Mark Hughes. Hughes himself would have been proud of a volley like that. Brian McClare's 8th goal of the season. And Manchester United are back level at 1-1, and we've got quite a finish. Beardsley now, looking to restore Liverpool's lead. Comes through to Aldridge, and McMahon's shot has the stuffing taken out of it. And a long clearance by Jim Leighton. Up goes Robbins. There's Hughes diving in. The hero of the moment, McClare, but he can't hold on to that one. Beardsley chasing, emergency action there from Leighton, and a long clearance and a flag up on the far side for offside against Mark Hughes. Well, what a game now we've got, and what a finish in prospect as Barnes takes it up. Liverpool really stung by that equaliser and seeking to get a bit more daylight between themselves and Manchester United. Staunton, cut out by McGrath. Oh, given away by Milne. It's Burrows going through, and Milne with a chance to redeem himself, bringing it away now for United. McMahon. The battle really swaying from one end to the other now as Beardsley takes it up. Tries to set McMahon up this time. Beardsmore's got back, but not far enough. Good work there by Leighton. As McMahon tried a pot on goal. McClare for United. Cut out by Steve Staunton. Beardsley. And Barnes. And Lee Sharp with a long clearance now for Manchester United. Flicked on there by Hughes. Taken up now by Russell Beardsmore. Hughes again. Robbins just up ahead of him. Beardsmore has really given Staunton a difficult afternoon. Donachie. Push forward now. Nicol gets it clear now to little Peter Beardsley. But that time the pass was unlikely to reach Aldridge. Barnes had come across to the right. Sharp to McGrath. Beardsmore. Crowd are really enjoying this one. Nicol in a bit of trouble there. It comes off Hughes. He scores! 2-1 to United. Mark Hughes, the scorer. The first time he's ever scored a league goal against Liverpool. And the Stretford end would tell you he couldn't have chosen a better moment. Again, a bit of muddle in that Liverpool defence. Of all people, Steve Nicol, charged down by Mark Hughes. And what a finish off the elbow of Mike Hooper. 2-1 to United. And what amazing twists we're getting late in this game at Old Trafford. The first half that jogged along, and the second half now, you just simply can't take your eyes off it. Remember, United go to 6th in the First Division if they can hold this lead. Now let's see how Liverpool can respond. It's an old saying in football that they're never more dangerous than when they're cornered. Well, they are well and truly cornered at Old Trafford this afternoon. Here comes Burrows. But Beardsley didn't read that properly. A delightful little touch by Robson. And here come United again, but Ablett touching it down for Nicol. Robson picking up the loose ball, trying to get it moving again towards Mark Hughes. Two watching him, but he gets support now from Milne. Played inside this time for Sharp. Can he get to the byline and get his cross in? Flicked across. Oh my goodness, it's Beardsmore! It's 3! An astonishing comeback by Manchester United. Just 7 minutes ago they were a goal down to Liverpool, and now astonishingly 3-1 up. Lee Sharp's part was important. The cross came in, and Beardsmore, who's had a wonderful game, put it wide of Hooper into the net. And while we're waiting for the kick-off, Jan Molby comes on as the Liverpool substitute. But the cries are all for Manchester United at the moment. Milne taking it up as they look to make it 4. 4 goals in a matter of 7 minutes here at Old Trafford. And a day that United fans will long remember. That is if they can hold this 3-1 lead. In something like 12 minutes' time, the final whistle will go. And just listen now to that United crowd. It's been a grey old season for so long, but now suddenly it's burst into life. And what better moment to do it than on the first day of a new year. Liverpool have not looked at their best this afternoon, but then you could argue that they haven't been allowed to. They've defended really well, and now they've attacked with enormous venom of Manchester United. In many respects a little unlucky to go behind slightly against the run of the play, but they've more than made up for that now. It's to Milne, played for Sharp, and there's joy on the terraces around Old Trafford. Nodded back. Well, it needed 2 players there. McGrath getting in at the crucial moment to stop Liverpool getting back into it. Nicol. Cut out well though by Sharp. Only 17 and having a storming game at left back. Hughes. And then eventually back to Hooper. I think Alex Ferguson would tell you about 17-year-old Lee Sharp that really at that age, if it were possible, he'd like to rest him occasionally because you can't play 17-year-olds too long or too often. But because of injuries he can't. But in this game, if anything, Sharp seems to have got stronger and better the longer the game's gone on. Up goes Barnes, Beardsmore, Ablett backpedaling under pressure from Mark Robbins. And there's still a few minutes to go yet, but there's a few frantic whistles from the Old Trafford faithful. Or not so faithful. I would have thought that this was an afternoon you'd want to go on and on. And United really don't look to be in any terrible danger at the moment, leading by 3 goals to 1. And the way they've defended, you can't really see them allowing that sort of lead to slip. Well, certainly for Manchester United, it's been a team of heroes in this second half. Ablett gets it back. Barnes for Liverpool. And here come United. 5 of them swarming around that ball. It played forward, but only Jan Mulby's there now, the substitute for Liverpool. His pass finds Houghton. In turn, it's with Barnes. But United determined that this lead will not be allowed to slip. But there's some work to be done here, and it's done by Steve Bruce, taking all the responsibility and getting the ball away and into touch. Nicol with the throw for Liverpool. Crowd still buzzing with these 4 goals in 7 minutes. An astonishing turnaround in this game. Back safely once again to Jim Leighton. McClare. Beardsmore outside him. Robbins up ahead of him. McClare again. It's crossed in. Mulby cutting out the danger for Liverpool. And now with Barnes. Staunton, or rather Burrows now on that far side. It's a free kick to Liverpool. All credit to referee Ray Lewis. He's allowed a game to flow superbly, which it's done in this second half, almost from the opening seconds. Havertz, McMahon, still tigerishly coming forward. Beardsley and Barnes, a little chip by him, but Robson's there again, just as tigerish for Manchester United. A catch from Leighton. And ITV's man of the match, Mark Hughes. Seems to get great applause from the Old Trafford crowd, but it can't have been an easy decision for the co-commentator Graham Taylor, the Aston Villa manager, because I would have thought, although Hughes was clearly the man of the match, also very much in the frame would have been Brian Robson and Brian McClare, and I would have thought also that Russell Beardsmore would have been in with a shout as well. But the vote goes to Mark Hughes for the way he's handled the line, the front line, up and down, and always caused problems for the Liverpool defence, and of course the scorer of that second important United goal. Here come United again. McClare, and the man of the match is after it, Mark Hughes, with McClare waiting in the middle. Robbins is in there too, a little too far for him. And it's a Liverpool throw. Mulby to Barnes. Beardsley on the far side, being shadowed by Donachie. I think there'll be a lot of statisticians going through the books to find another occasion when Liverpool have lost 3-1 after being in the lead so near to the end of a game. But they were certainly overwhelmed in that 6 or 7 minutes after they'd gone ahead. An amazing onslaught then by Manchester United. And worthily, it's going to bring them the 3 points that will put them just 1 point behind Liverpool in the table. A free kick to United. And who knows, it might mean that better things are around the corner for United in 1989. Nicol. To Burrows. McGrath there, meeting it confidently and comfortably. Whelan. Beardsley to Barnes. Burrows getting past Bruce and to the byline. Milne getting it back to Leighton. They've worked so hard and they've battled so well, United, but you get the feeling with them 3-1 up against Liverpool so near the end, they all still look so full of running. It'll be Lee Sharp, as the United management on the bench just count off the last few seconds of what will be a glorious victory for United. It's always a barnstorming game when they play Liverpool, and this goes down in the records as one of the best. McClare, Hughes and Beardsmore the scorers after Barnes had put Liverpool ahead. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 1.